Our building company, we're second generation builders. We took it over, my brother and I took it over from our uncle and our dad. So we've been the owners now for about 7 years, I guess. And yeah, we've been doing it just about our whole lives. The biggest issue was that you see a lot of things out there online that are like business growth tools and how to market your business better, and how to do this with your business better, and how to do that. But none of it's really directed at builders. 90% of what's out there, I think, is probably for online companies and people who are trying to build just online stay-at-home businesses, and they're not directed for brick and mortar businesses like a home building company. And for a home building company, especially in custom builds, it's so specific of a type of business, and there's so many unique challenges to it. So in order to get any kind of guidance on the direction to go, even being a second generation builder, I mean, the way that we do business now is not something that could be taught to me by my dad and my uncle who owned the business before, because it's just not the same anymore. Like, there wasn't internet when they started the company. Nobody found you that way. It was people would, they would talk to their friend, and then their friend would say, oh, go see these guys. They would phone you up, come and meet you. And every new customer you had, you got the opportunity to have a face-to-face with. That was the first time you ever meet them, was either on the phone or face-to-face. And now it just doesn't work that way. Like, everything is so different in the business world in general. So for us, the big issue was just to try to find something that was like a type of a coaching program that was actually directed at custom home builders specifically, not just a generic grow your business that apparently works for everybody, right? At first, it seems like constantly we're, as a company, you're bombarded with like, there's always someone out there who wants to help you with your business, and they all have the magic solution and whatever. But I think when you finally got me on the phone and we started to look through in an online call where I could do some screen sharing with you and actually look through the type of courses that you had, that's when I could tell that they were all really, really applicable to what we were doing. And what I actually liked the most was your guys' philosophy on how you do things. Even your marketing messaging and stuff was in line with a lot of other stuff that I've learned from different areas in the past and that I agree with. And once I kind of was able to see that and see all the different areas that you guys cover, that's kind of what sold me on doing it. Man, to take one takeaway would be really difficult at this point, because I've kind of just jumped into all the courses. We've done stuff with the marketing courses, with the pricing courses, with the content courses. We've only been members for, I think, 4 months now, I'm guessing, maybe, and I've probably done a third of the courses almost already. I don't think I've had one takeaway that's necessarily extra special, but I think what's the most convenient thing about it is that because there's so much to learn, it's almost overwhelming to look at all the stuff that you can do. But what's nice is what I've been doing is doing courses as it's applicable. So if I have a handover coming up, which is actually, I have one coming up in about 2 weeks, now I'm thinking going, well, I better do that handover course before I do the handover. So I'll do that one this coming week so that I'm ready for that. But that might not be the most pressing thing. If I'm trying to get marketing out, then I'll hit a marketing course and do something that I can apply right away. So if I want to get my Instagram going, when I wanted to get my Instagram up and going properly, I did an Instagram course, did all the things on there, got it going. Once that's rolling, then I kind of look at it and go through all the courses and see what's next, or what's the next most important thing that I can put to use. In a company like residential construction, like the turnaround time in our sales cycle is so long. So everything that we've ever done in our business just takes so much time to figure out what's happening. And often you don't know where the leads are coming from. There's just all of a sudden you start to have this influx of leads. But like, I can say now that in what is for a lot of people a difficult time, being that we're in the middle of COVID right now, we haven't slowed down at all. And we have more leads coming in today than we did before COVID started. So we haven't noticed any down drop in that. We've actually had it continue to increase. And on the specific stuff that we've done, like for Instagram, for example, we're just getting that much more engagement on our Instagram and that much more engagement with our social media since we started applying the courses for that. So each individual area where we're applying courses, we're getting some really good results in the efficiency of our company and is getting more engagement from people. I think, we've only been APB members for 4 months maybe. So it's a pretty short time for our sales cycle length to see what comes out of that. But so far, everything we've done that's been related to it has been really well accepted by our customers. So it was interesting when I started to do the pricing courses on EPB, it kind of took me down like a whole nother rabbit hole because I've just been doing those in the last few weeks. So it's like you do one thing and then you start to find all the other things that need to be fixed. So kind of like I got halfway through the first course and then I'm like, oh man, I got weeks of work to do ahead of me just to get it to the point where I can even start to apply this course better. So it definitely, once you start to get into the courses, there's the face value of a course, which is all valuable, but then it often upturns some other things and weaknesses or holes that you need to fill that you never really realized until you started to go down that road. I don't think there's another course out there, another set of courses that is so directly applicable to custom home builders. There's just not tons of home builders out there. So I think a lot of people, when people are making courses and business models for different companies, custom home builders isn't the first thing that jumps out at them that, I should make a course for that. So, I think APB, as far as I can tell, is one of the only people who actually have courses for custom home builders like this. And for us, it's nice because, it's hard to navigate it on your own. And then what's also great is all the actual Facebook groups and stuff where you can actually go in there and see what other people are doing, because in any given area there's not necessarily a lot of custom home builders around, compared to other businesses, and realistically it's not like you want to be sitting down every day with all your competition and giving them all your good ideas. So it's great that there's all these builders across the world who are non-competition with you, and you can see what they're doing and have extra ideas from them and how they're dealing with certain things. And we're just constantly through the Facebook groups and stuff getting some just new information and good stuff to help us along.